one day. So what I'm intending to do is to try and show you a general aspects of football. So I'm going to try, if you can read the board, if you can read my writing, I'm going to try and widen your horizons. Okay? I can't do anything else. Yes? By both being in here, and I'm going to rush through stuff that with the very first lads here, I did over a period of a whole year and on and off and etc, etc. So we're going to talk about my beliefs. There is no one way to play football. That's the beauty of the game. Chelsea play a very tight, organised game, try to win 1-0 or 2-0, nothing wrong with that. Liverpool play a more open style of football, to describe it. Man United, when they had Ronaldo, were brilliant. They were lovely to watch. They were quick, incisive, etc. Some people in and broke. So there is no one way to play football. All this gives a coach a base. That's all it gives, is a base. And any of you decide to go into coaching, the bulk of you will. I can tell you now, you'll end up, if you love the game, coaching kids or whatever, you'll end up coaching at some level. But all that just give you a base. But what you have to do is you go on all these courses, do all these things, and you develop your own style. You don't become robotic. You don't become part of that. So, which do you want to be? Idealistic or pragmatic? Or can you be both? That's what a coach has to ask themselves when they're dealing with your kids. Can you be both? So, are you pragmatic or not? So, put your hands up. You've got a choice. You've got to put your hand up. Put your hands down. Ronaldo or Messi? Who'd go for Ronaldo? Who'd go for Messi? Lam or Alves? Who'd go for Lam? Who'd go for Alves? Coutinho or William? Who'd go for Coutinho? Who'd go for William? Suarez or James? Suarez, James. Remember what you're voting for. Costa or Benzema? Costa. Benzema. Ferdinand, Rio Ferdinand, you might remember him, or Terry. Ferdinand. Terry. Bale or Neymar? Bale. Neymar. Mascherano or Schwarzenegger, whatever his name is. Sorry, I couldn't remember the name. Schwarzenegger. Schweinstein. Pardon? Schweinstein. And there's a man from Hull. Very difficult, because do you want to play well, or do you just want to win? Always a coach's dilemma. So, choose performance or result. How many people prefer performance? How many people prefer result? Okay? You play well and lose 5-4. Or you play poor and you win 1-0. Who choose losing 5-4? Okay? Who choose winning 1-0 or playing crap? Okay? Development versus winning is totally different. Results or not? Thinking, game-aware players. That's what we should always be trying to do. That's where the Continentals are better than us. That's why England will never win a World Cup. Because they don't produce through their systems, in my opinion, thinking and game-aware players. They don't. So can we produce in the way in which we work here at RAISA? Mark and I talked about thinking and game-aware players. Yeah? How do we do that? How do we manage to do that? Whenever we worked, we believed it was coaching, not training. Anyone can set up a shooting practice, etc., etc. And we asked that the players develop 5 things. The first one was the brain, that we made them think. The second was the heart, that they worked hard, but they had a love of what they were doing. The third one was their intelligence. By that, I call that game awareness. The fourth one was their skills. And I don't believe that me standing here passing the ball to you with the inside of my foot is going to improve our skills. Everything we did was game related. So development, my belief, is that in order to produce players who can be developed and move on, you need a team shape. But that team shape must not be robotic. Okay? The team, we stressed, was always the most important thing. The team. Not the individual, not how wonderful somebody feels, not how they want to be kissed and cuddled and loved. The team is the most important thing. Okay? But ironically, we stress to them, if the team does well, the individual will do well. And from that first group, Daki, Christian and Joey all went into some level of professional football. So I think to a degree, when we had 23,
24 at the beginning.
Right, so we had 23 players, so 15%, 3, is that about right? So 15% of those players in that first year went into professional football, working on these lines. So somewhere we got it right. So what did we do? The sessions were always worked at high intensity, no laziness. They should learn something, all the players. I hope you'll learn, if it's only one thing this morning. All of the work should be match-related. All of the work should be match-related. It should be related to the way you're going to play on a Saturday. Okay? And what we're trying to do is produce thinking players and leaders. I keep hearing now that the English game teams haven't got any leaders. There's no leaders in the team. Well, that's because they're not producing thinking players. That's because they're turning to the coach on the side and asking what to do. You go to watch academy football, which I used to watch hundreds of games a year, and it's all the same. Every match is the same. So, what system do you use? Well, English coaches are very comfortable with 4-4-2 at all levels. They always have been, because it's straight lines. By straight lines, what I mean is, he runs up and down there, he runs up and down there, he might come here, he runs up and down there and sideways, he runs up and down, he goes there, he goes up and down the line. It's all straight lines, okay? And that's what 4-4-2 does, and that's what a lot of people are very, very comfortable with. Mark and I came up with a system called 4-3-3. Probably you play different now to how we play, but I'm just going to tell you how we play. And what we did was, we made number 4 the holding player. Right? These two, 9 and 10, played 40 yards apart. Right. So rather than straight lines, I need you to tell me who's the most important player in this whole setup. Yes, but who enables the shape for successful? Who said that? Number 4. Good lad. Because the way I taught, yeah, this lad would go up here, or he'd come in here, or he might go there, or he might go there, and he might end up there. And this lad might go there, and he might go there, and he might come here, and he might go there, and he might go right down the wing, and he might come in here, and he might curl, and he might come in here, and he might go there, and he might go across there, and he might even sweep, and he might even sweep right out, and he might come up the corners. Number 4, all rotates around him. Okay? This is my belief on what I've seen of international football. Brilliant. And a friend of mine was coach of the other team. Do you know Jeff Taylor? Yeah, so Taylor was in charge of the other team. And we're having a cup of tea afterwards down at Wimbledon's training ground. And I said, you're going to struggle with these lads, aren't you? And he said, my 2 centre-halves will play at the highest level. I said, don't take that. We just moved, our 2 strikers. We've got 2 goals apiece and we just went. He said, yeah. But my lads, even though we've lost 4-1, they're learning. They're learning when to mark, when to not to mark, when to drop off, when to go in. They're learning to toughen themselves up, etc., etc. He was 100% right. My 2 strikers didn't make the grade, but nowhere near it. His 2 centre halves, as they were then young kids, 16, they played at the highest level and went for a fair amount of money in transfer fees. So I learned a lot from that. I'll go back to the start. So, today, we're going to do shadow practices, which is the type of stuff I did when I first came here. They will all be related to the way that you've just seen in that 4-3-3. Go, try and stop.
Come on. Yeah. Time. Yeah, bring it around, yeah. Go.
Next one out. Next ball out. Next ball. There you go. Jump. Come on. Come back to this side, lad.
Thank you. Yep. Right side.
Next ball.
Time. Turn. Yeah, Mike. Hey, look up.
Turn.
Yeah. Stand up.
Young man. Hey. Ask yourself the question, did you need the trick?
I got.
Starper. Ask yourself the question, was that the right decision?
Yeah. Finish.
Just finish, well done. Hey.
Come on, Keeps. Better. Get it. Stand up. Yes.
Okay. If I say to you, ask a question of yourself, do, we've got here a red marked out and we've got a blue up there. We want the final ball to be played from any position wide. Imagine defenders running back. We want the ball played into that second 6-yard box. Right? Into that second 6-yard box. And we want players getting into this second 6-yard box. This is the first 6-yard box for the goalie. If you want to come down here, you can. We want the ball into the second 6-yard box. Because this is the area where Peter Check here is going to say, do I go, do I stand? We want it into no man's land here, and we want it in low. Nothing in the air. Okay? So we're trying to tempt the goalkeeper. We're trying to put it into no man's land. And we're getting in behind defenders and we're getting in nice and low. Alright? First 4 out. Now still do your interchange. Hey, on the passing, put the ball in front of players. Don't put it to their feet, put it in front of players. Okay. Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come around.
Hey, find me here, yeah.
Starting.
Time. Francis, ask yourself a question. Should you have scored? Get round him. Get round him. Work. Good.
Yeah, back 6.
Low.
Great save. Get up, get up. Great save.
Good. Latino. Stop. Wait a minute. Ask yourself the decision, Mustafa. Yes? What was the best decision? Tell me. Second time. Right. In front of them. Stop the feet. Stop the feet. Good lad. You can go in from there. Young lad with a hat on, don't know your name. Was that a good pass? Yes, it was. In my opinion, you were spectating. Yes? We said work hard to get into that second 6-yard box. You could have been there. Right. Interchange. In front of them, not to their feet. In front of them. That's feet. That's feet in front of them. Just finish. I like. Good run, whoever did that. Like. Put it from there. Good lad. And rest. And rest. Hey. Now look, don't play to feet. Yes. Work hard off the ball and get round the player on the ball. Yes. Pass the ball into space and look for as early as you can to get the ball into no man's land. Because if the keeper's coming, this is why it's going to have pace on it. Yes. If it's got pace on it, the keeper will struggle. If you roll it in, the keeper will think I've got a chance. 2 or 3 things. Play in front of them. Yes. Interchange, play in front of them. Put the ball into that second 6-yard box low and work your gut out to get at the end of it. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, Josh, hey, come on.
In front of the keeper. Good lad. Great throw.
Yeah, switch.
Great throw.
Time.
Good lad. Work to get round him, Zach. Work to get round them. In front of them. Good. Same position. Go on.
stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up.
Well done, big slow. Ask yourself the question, did it have enough pace on it? Did you give the goalkeeper a chance? Stand up, stand up. Well done, Keith. Slide in, good ball. Oh, you should have died. Well done. Hey, brilliant. Who made that ball then? Who reached that? Well done. Right, now listen. Ask yourself questions. Could I have done that better? Alright? Now, remember, the goalkeeper up there, he threw it to feet. Yeah? Put it in front of them. We want to pull the defenders. If the defenders win it, fine. Yes? There's plenty of people here to defend. Yes? Don't throw it to feet. We're breaking. Get it in front of them. Alright? Play.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, yes.
That's not a good throw, Sunshine. Keep going on there. Keep going. This guy's.
Frida, come around, come around.
Have we got width? Get round there.
Yes, Daddy.
Get in here, man. Work your butt on.
Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Now we go. Go, stand up. Great save, great save. Great feet.
Now it can slide in there. We must finish that. Hey, you have got to make sure they are where you want them. Right? Now, it might be him who breaks. As soon as a ball has been given, you make sure they get to these positions. Alright? You must control the whole situation. You must. Don't be a Simon Mingo, right? Yeah? Control the situation. Okay? Thank you, buddy.
Step up, step up. Step up. Come on. Get out.
Okay, 3 drop out, jump back in.
Wait.
Keeper, keeper.
Get up. Oh.
Good throw. Okay, rest. 3 drop out, 3 go in. Somebody drop out from the 6-yard line. Let's see if the keeper's organised. Okay?
Around, step out.
Right, now look. Talking more than I wanted to do, but look. You've got a zone. Yes? But if the ball is in there, I don't stand here. I see it and I go in here if I want to my own player. You attack the ball. Yes? When that ball came, that was there. Get in here and attack it. Yes? Attack the ball. The zone is merely a starting position. Right? When it's in your area, attack the ball. Good lad.
Keep going, Lewis. Keep going, Lewis.
Okay, hey. Fair enough. Solid back four. Well done. Did you tell them to help them because they've not done it before? Shout narrow, narrow, narrow. Yes? You should do that in the game anyway. That should be a good call. Narrow, narrow, narrow. Yes?
No.
What?
Step out.
Stay narrow, stay narrow! Narrow! Step up! Narrow! Look at squeeze! Stay narrow! Okay, well done. Hey, particularly this ball here, you were narrow. Well done. Good call. Well done. Callum! Why? Good lad, shot! Good, okay, good. Good, they haven't scored. Well done. That's 2 out of 2. PK. Well there. Well here. Start here. Come here. Make your runs from here. What? Get out! Narrow! Step up, squeeze! Narrow! Okay, well done. Set it again. Look for runners! Well done. Wait! Get out! Narrow! Great ball! Great ball!
I got this.
Get out!
Stay right here. Stay marked. Got 2.
Stay narrow! Stay narrow! Stay narrow!
Right there. Play. Get through. Right. Keep up.
Up! The box! Stay narrow! Narrow! Wait! Up! Narrow! Get this up!
Come on, Ray.
Wait! Get out! Get out! Narrow! Wait! Squeeze! Squeeze! Narrow!
Right.
Well done. Too slow. Wait. That's a great ball. Why weren't we on the end of it? Wait. Nice finish. Go. And remember the things we did at the start. Ball.
Yep.
Good. Good. Finish. Great stuff. Well played. Good play. You got the manager the sack again, Zach. You got the manager the sack. We're still alive.
Hey, stop.
Keep out the way. Stop. Put the shot. Hey, they're both. They're both. Nobody has to stop the question.
Keep going.
Now stop, lads. stop. Remember on the initial work we did, I can take you 20 yards that way. Yeah? My next pass is not there. Yes, I want my next pass to be behind the centre half and in there. Yes, you want to penetrate. Otherwise it becomes a means to an end. Yes, penetrate, get behind them. Okay, play on. How many of you are in the ball? Good ball. Well done. Best time. Wait, finish. Good, good. Good shot. Go. Okay, rest. Rest.
Yeah, Mike, come.
Brilliant, brilliant goal. Royston, man of the match. Goal, that one, it? Second one.
Put it on my head, move, finish.
Quicker! Guys, let's get the tempo up! Come on!
Talk to me! I did not know you were there. How about you?
You're right, John.
Just give him a chance.
Nelson. Well played, I like that. Oh, well done, well done. Turn, Adrian.
Get it, Josh! Yes, Josh!
Lucas!
Well done.
Yes, Josh!
Great save. Nice. Finish. And stop. One more.
Wait!
Why this shot, is it? Why this shot?
What?
Why this shot?
What?
Oh, well played. Good finish, Billy. Billy, can you make a video for it, is it? Yeah, so you can go out and score and that.
Next year, perfect.
Is anybody there? Is anybody there? try to open your minds a little bit. There is no one way to play football, because you're still in a developmental age. Doing work like that will eventually make you able to adapt to other systems. What we've done today, if you were playing one up front, you could still work that. Yeah? If you were playing 4-4-2, you could still work that. Yes? So it's important you do that type of work. Everybody will have different views, my and Mark, Terry and Mark, me and Terry, etc. That's brilliant. That's the beauty of football. Yes? But you've all worked very, very hard. I hope I've given you some insight into how Reasa was formed and the stuff we asked the very early players to do 5 years ago.
I think that's continued as well, Dai.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how
Good.
we try and play, and
Good.
it's good that you've come in and reinforced that. You know, balls on the ground, movement, all these little things, tackling the zones. No, they're doing well this morning. They worked hard. You lads find it useful? Yeah.
Off the pitch, what you need to do is see a bit of our culture, go to football matches, go to horse racing, go to sporting events, go to concerts, Leeds Arena.
Well, they know into the rugby, Dai.
Go to rugby, enjoy the culture, get your degrees and enjoy your time here. Have a wider vision of your time here than just football. Okay? Well done, you've all worked hard. I'm now going to retire back to the hills, get on my horse and saddle it and go.
Round of applause
All
for
the
Dai,
best.
lads. Well done.